In 2015, a young man went to the cemetery to visit his wife's grave. He leaned on it and started crying over her. Then something very terrifying happened. He made him run as fast as he could, and the event was captured on camera, just 24 days later, and its status was deleted from the platform. Donate because it was not cleared. May there be no one to him. A resident who supports his family, suffers from chronic kidney failure that has affected his life, and is in need of urgent dialysis sessions. 15-year-old Nelsie Millet-Birez died twice, and was survived by her husband, David Gonzalez, who claims she was 15 years old. The hand of life, when her death was announced for the first time, in a hospital in El Salvador. He has fallen into her love when the girl was informed of the age of 14 years, and she married her with an agreement. It is the oldest year between its adornment in the class, because it died by some years, the one who studies the core of the poverty, and its mother, the one who gave it to the time, but in the end, she allowed him to take it, because she saw that the boy was honest when he told her that his intentions were good and that he was a sweet man. He came to help her daughter. Dona Esperanza and the girl's father agreed that the couple would live in a house in the Las Vegas neighborhood, and her only condition was that he would take care of her daughter. Since then, David lived only for his wife and devoted his whole life to her. The husband worked hard repairing air conditioners and refrigerators. In the home, no one is shortened by one day. Before one day he sees the first of the first, but a problem was cancelled on his impact on his travel. In her head, she fell into a rush to her in the land. She was shouted at the most important voice, then she ran her, and she turns in it, and moves it, but it does not respond to it. And instead of those who took it for the hospital, they decided. The small, and the most important of the deer in the house of a surrender, in the head of the head, and the continuation of the hour of the past, the night of the next day, the local cemetery, full of shrines. On Friday, David and his relatives returned. They first removed his side block, then cut a hole in the front to remove the dissection box, and he got stuck. The husband, she was healthy, and did not suffer from the agony of death. Rather, she seemed more beautiful. She was not alive, but it seemed that she died for the time, and that it is in her loved, but with the solutions of the time that it was in effect. This time has passed away. He heard it was fighting the dead in its last moments. She died of suffocation. Some of the neighbors commented that it was possible that he was suffering from suffocation, which is one of the most terrifying diseases.